Hello everybody, the Quiet Atheist here. Now before I get started with this video, I do want to let you guys know that I have made videos in the past about this type of story because I often see stories about religious people basically taking advantage of young children and young adults, and they basically take it upon themselves to hide behind religions when they assault these people in so many different ways, and it really makes me sick because it shows me that this type of behavior is not going to stop. It's going to continue to be a problem in today's society as we know it. And quite frankly, I really don't see a lot of people doing anything about it because a lot of people are actually getting away with the things that they do to children and other adults. And it makes me sick. It really does. There are child molesters in the Catholic Church who victimize young children all of the time, and nothing is done about this type of situation. They shuffle these people around, they hide them from justice, and it literally, again, makes me sick. You got other individuals who victimize children in a different way because they want to bully them, because these young children want to think for themselves. So these preachers obviously feel threatened by these young kids, and they want to do everything they can to keep these young children down. They want to keep them under their boot, if you will. This next story that I want to share with you guys is a prime example of that. And I realize that there's a lot of individuals out there who made a video about this particular story that I'm going to be talking about. But I wanted to offer my own opinion on this particular situation, And for all of those individuals out there who are basically going to say that I'm taking things out of context, I got a little gift for you in the description down below as well. And I know that there's going to be a couple of people out there who are basically going to say those things. And again, I say that there's going to be something in the description box for you guys. Now, the story begins with a preacher, if you will, who was in a video basically bragging about what he did to a child. He began by talking about this young child being a smartass, if you will, being real clever with his words, and this preacher was talking about being offended by this. So this preacher also bragged about punching this kid in the chest and knocking him down to the ground, basically telling this kid that he needed to bring him closer to the Lord, if you will. And this preacher seemed to have no problem bragging about it. He had no problem showboating, if you will. And that's something that people need to be concerned with because it makes me laugh, and at the same time it makes me angry. The reason why it makes me laugh is because of the fact that there are religious people out there like this who claim the moral high ground, if you will. They claim that their morality is far more superior than ours is. Obviously that'll never happen, because of things like this. And it makes me angry because young children are being victimized. Young children who are defenseless against grown adults are being victimized all of the time. And these adults find it convenient to hide behind their religion to justify their position for doing what they're doing. And it's a joke. It is a big joke. And it makes me angry because, in fact, the Bible itself promotes violence against children. It really does. And the Bible really pollutes a lot of minds. It gets people to do a lot of horrific things. And it needs to be brought to the attention of society as we know it. People have to know that they cannot get away with these types of things. They cannot get away with these horrific acts towards young children. It makes me sick to no end to see grown men brag about kicking little kids down on the ground and wanting to bring them closer to a God. It makes no sense. It makes me angry to see this type of thing happen all of the time, day in, day out, day in, day out. This person needs to be held accountable for what he did to this child. This child did not deserve to be put in this type of dangerous situation where he could, one, be killed, two, be injured, three, be a vegetable for the rest of his life. This preacher did not consider the fact that he could have put this kid in a dangerous situation. He didn't really care because that religion pulled the wool over his eyes. And that is why he felt justified in doing what he did. People like this lose passion for humanity. They lose passion for their fellow human beings because they rather let superstitions take over their lives. They rather let this alleged boogeyman in the sky tell them what to do, tell them how to govern their lives, and tell them what they should and should not do to their kids. It is pathetic, it is sick, and it needs to end. People need to be aware of this type of problem. People need to be aware of these problems so that they can solve them right away. And these people need to learn that they need to be held accountable for what they do to these young children. This child, who knows what happened to this child? This child could have been scarred mentally because of what he went through. And obviously, like I've said many times before, this preacher was threatened probably because this kid was more intelligent than he was. And that's all I have to say about the subject. It makes me sick. It really makes me sick. I'm more angry about this than ever before because there are a plethora of stories out there about religious people taking advantage of young children who are defenseless. And it's something that is a cancer in society that needs to be cured. Plain and simple. And that's all I have to say. Like I said, please feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think about this story. And like I said before, to all of you individuals out there who basically think that I'm taking things out of context, and I know there's a couple of you out there, I really do. There's something in the description for you guys too. So till next time, the Quiet Atheist is out. And feel free to share this video with anyone that might be interested, whether it be on Facebook, Google+, Tumblr, Reddit, Yahoo, wherever you guys hang out. Till next time, I will see you soon.